always remember, when you go to a job interview, it's not a deposition. You're not in a court of law, okay? So that means that within certain ethical boundaries, we can say, massage the truth. What do you want them to know is your last job? If the technical answer to that question is that you did some really menial job just to make ends meet or something, but that's not who you are and it's not your capabilities, and you don't want people to get the impression that that's all you're qualified for, because you're not. I understand. These people are operating on superficialities. They're operating on appearances. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not taking the time to get to know you properly. They're trying to get to know you without getting to know you. Like I said earlier, they're trying to do the Cliff's Notes on it, like the TLDR version of who you are, right? And, the problem is that if you answer these questions correctly from a technical point of view, it would give a very misleading impression of who you are and what your capabilities are. They're not asking the right questions. What they should have been asking was, what was your last relevant career job or something that, was related to this job in question that you're going for? Maybe something like that, right? Because if the last job you did was like, you worked as a maid for 2 months just to make ends meet or something, to add another revenue stream for yourself or something, that's going to give the wrong impression. So you have to be conscious of that, right? What you're doing is you're delivering a sales pitch for yourself. That's what a job interview is. You're saying, here's what's awesome about me. Here's what I can do for you. Forget about all those candidates you've been talking to and hire me for these reasons. That's what you're there to do. And these questions, these are a detour. They're a distraction. You need to give these questions a quick kiss-off answer, like that satisfies the interviewer, but get off them quickly so you can get back to making a pitch for yourself, giving them reasons why you're awesome and why they should pick you. So I wouldn't judge you too harshly if you answered that question not technically correct, but you spoke to what they were trying to get at. They're trying to see who you are really. They're judging you by your last job. So pick the job, you know what I mean, that does that most accurately and most effectively. Now, I understand everybody's going to have their own opinion on that. That's fine. Hey, listen, you do you. We all draw that line in the sand in slightly different places. All I'm saying is that your competitors are going to be drawing it in different places too. Why should you not get the job when you're clearly awesome for it, and those jackasses get it when they, are less suitable than you? You know what I mean? That's another consideration. So listen, I'm not trying to enforce my sense of ethics on people. I'm just saying that's the situation. You decide how you're going to operate within that.